What is up, PPL fans? Shadi, your coach of Bayern Munich, and welcome to the PPL Week 4 team analysis. This week we're against Jack, the Donphanatic, and his Norwich Skitty. His link will be in the description below as always, as well as all the other links, PPL shop where you can buy shirts, the YouTube, the Twitter, the fan server, and all that stuff. So you can, do that, check that out, and stuff and things. Also, you may notice there's another new mic. Yeah, I love not having money and just spending it all on mics. Like, I would love to actually have money, but it's all gone now. Not actually, but yeah, this is a Steel Series, whatever the fuck. It's a little better than the other one. Not as good as the PX21s, but those don't exist anymore. So like, guess I gotta have to deal with this. But yeah, I think it's fine for now. Eventually I get one of those blue mics probably, and then we'll just rock with that. Anyway, yeah, as we're up against the Norwich Skitty after getting a very good win last week in a fantastic match, really fun game. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to do so. I just spoiled the result, but still, it's definitely worth the watch. And yeah, so my team still hasn't changed, so that will be on screen, as well as Jack's team. He has Necrozma, Katana, Infernape as Z-move user, Togekiss, Gudra as Z-move user, Gastron, Electivire as Super Z-move user, Mega Beedrill, and Steelix. Steelix is his transfer he made for week 2, dropping Ursaring, which honestly I'm pretty happy about. Ursaring could be a bit of a threat. So it's a very weird team, and I've looked at this matchup a lot because he was first in draft, I was second, so our teams are right next to each other, and I just kind of noticed a lot of things on his team that like a lot of things my team can do against his. And yeah, so like I just have a lot of thoughts, and I had a lot of thoughts that I've all forgot by now, but yeah, basically his team, I don't know, his team is weird. Just say that. The biggest threats I see are certainly Mega Beedrill and Infernape. Necrozma can be a problem, but I do think I have very good prep for that. I didn't actually prep anything specifically for it, but the things I have overall just deal with any scary Necrozma set. An SD set could be a little scary, but we'll cross a bit and get to it. And yeah, what else did I have to mention? Infernape I don't have a good switch into because the Z-move user and Z-moves are broken, and if it didn't have Z-moves, still wouldn't have a switch in, but whatever. Mega Beedrill is a huge threat because my Steel type also happens to be a Psychic type, so it doesn't resist U-turn, and that's spooky. Also Exeter, same thing. It's basically a drill run in this case, as it's the same damage. Katana can be a bit of a threat, but I do have prep for that, as you can already see on screen. Togekiss can definitely be a huge annoyance. Steelix can be annoying. Gastron can be annoying. Electivire I'm not sure on, honestly. I haven't seen it in a single one of my mocks. I don't think it's super duper likely, but if it comes, I don't have great switch-ins to it, but I can deal with it pretty well, I think. So, as I let's get into team I'm bringing. First up, as you can see, we have Roper Dutry with the Choice Scarf, Arena Trap, Earthquake, HP Fire, Stone Edge, and Memento. 172 speed, naive, 84 special attack, and max attack. So, this team this week has, mild levels of spice, and this is the first step of that, 2, maybe 3-step plan of having spice. So yeah, Duck Trio, Scarf Dougie, what does it do for me? It traps Katana, even if it's the 19, I think it's 20 on Wi-Fi actually, on level 50, the timid set with SD, and he gets like a speed boost, and then I still speed him, kill him with HP Fire, guaranteed, with the little special attack investment I have, because there's enough speed to outspeed Katana. I can spare these EVs, and then I'm guaranteed, actually, to OHKO Katana, even if it is max HP, if it is the timid set. So that's cool. There's also traps Infernape. I can take a Life Orb Iron Fist boosted Mach Punch and just kill him with an Earthquake, which is cool. I can trap Gudra and kill that if it's weakened. I can trap Electivire and kill it, even if he's like Z Electric Terrain. I can come in and just murder it, so that's great. And most importantly, probably, I can trap and kill Mega Beedrill, as I outspeed it obviously with the Choice Scarf. Also, I outspeed Scarf and Infernape, Scarf Katana, auto things, which is really nice. I kill it with a Stone Edge guaranteed, and I killed with Earthquake. It's a 50-50 roll with the investment I'm expecting him to have, which is enough to outspeed my Mega Aerodactyl if it's Jolly Max speed. My regular Aerodactyl, sorry. I think I said Mega. I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, it's a 50-50 roll Earthquake, so I might have to risk a Stone Edge, but that's an 80% chance, so I will probably take that over the Earthquake. But if I get any kind of chip damage off on Mega Beetle, which I 110% will, you will see in a second why, then I should be fine. Memento is just kind of the filler move in the end. Stone Edge is of course to hit Tokus as well as guaranteeing the Oko on Mega Beetle if absolutely necessary. And Memento is just kind of filler move as if I want to set up with something with Zard. Obviously I can just come in with Dougie, click Memento, lower something's offensive stats and just go into Zard and just kind of win. That's at least kind of the plan, or at least another option of winning. I don't need Memento, it's just a filler move essentially, but a really good one in this matchup. So yeah, that's Dougie. Next up we have of course Dragneel, the Mega Zard X with Tough Claws and all that stuff. Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, I just said it out of order, Roost and Flablets. This is a last minute change with max HP 100 attack, Adamant 36 defense, 4 special defense and 116 speed. So initially I want to bring a bulky Willow set which had like almost pretty much max HP, and then 160 defense, adamant with attack investment and some speed. But ultimately I decided that Dragon Dance is just too good to pass up on, and notice it in my mock set. If I had Dragon Dance, I would just have a better matchup at that point. So I was like, what, bring Dragon Dance. And then last minute before the game I realized, wait a second, I never changed my speed EVs. So as my team was being gen, I was like, hey, can we change it to Zard EVs? That'd be really cool. So cooked up this spread. With this investment, attack investment, I'm guaranteed to kill Togekiss after Stealth Rocks and +1 with the Flabbits, which is cool. Anti-speed allows me to outspeed a Mega Beedrill that speed creeps Aerodactyl and +1. I normally would just go for a max speed Beedrill, but for one this was last minute, so I decided let's not fuck around too much and just do that. And as well as I want bulk. I want to be as fat as possible on my Zard. So that's that. And basically he doesn't have any counters to this. If I weaken his team sufficiently, which I hope I can with the things that I've brought and the way I've built this team, at +1 Zard just kind of runs through his team now. He does have a couple options. Visit Rocky Helmet Gastron is a decent switch in once. If I hit him with one Dragon Claw and get a DD next time, I think he dies. But yeah, that's not a hard counter, not a good one at all. Tokus, same thing, not a counter. As I said, it dies to Flabbits at +1 after rocks. The Crossma takes a hit and can power jam me or psychic me, and that does a chunk, but again, not a counter at all. That's probably because Zard doesn't have counters, so his scarfing options to outspeed us include Infernape and Katana. Katana cannot touch me. If he's SD, then he can kill me with a Giga Impact. That's the only way he can kill me, so that might be an option. I think Return might be a roll. I can't quite remember, but yeah, he's not a Z move user, so like I'm super duper fine against Katana. Infernape cannot speed me, but Earthquake doesn't do that much if he is Scarf, so yeah. Also, he cannot speed me with max speed Timotogicus or Gudra, but I don't think he will do that, as I'm very likely to just speed creep those and just murder them. So yeah, if he does bring that, that's unfortunate, and I will get punished for it. But I want the bulk again. I feel like the bulk is too important to pass up on it. Even though just those few defense EVs and split up EVs, those are important. I want to keep all of that. Might come back to bite me in the ass, who knows. And if it does, that's my fault entirely, because I do have a base 80 speed mon, so it's not like he just randomly put max speed in there. But yeah, Gudra is a threat, and I could have a Bomberry for this, which allows him to take a hit. Dragonclaw just obviously obliterate me with a Draco Meteor, but we'll see how that goes. I'll just obviously scout for that. I can also scout for Scarf Gudra. I'm not going to stay on that. Depending on the situation, of course. So yeah, that's our late game win con, and it just kind of wins. That's what win cons do, hopefully. Next up, as I said, I'm really weak to Mega Beedrill, so we bring in a Rocky Helmet Aerodactyl with Pressure, Stone Edge, Flamethrower, Stealth Rock, and Roost. Max HP 164 defense, and 92 speed with a Jolly Ninja. This is a very, very interesting Aerodactyl. So for one, this switches to Mega Beedrill all day, every day. Obviously, if rocks are up and he U-turns a couple of times, that's going to be a problem, because I take like 30-ish%. Some, I think a little bit over 30 from U-turn and Poison Jab, respectively. They both do very similar amounts of damage to this set. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but I do get Rocky Helmet damage off guaranteed, because I'm gonna throw this into Mega Beedrill every time. I'm not gonna make another play, and if I get a one hit of Rocky Helmet damage, he's in range for Dougie's Earthquake, guaranteed. So that's all I need, and that's what I'm going to hopefully achieve. This thing also outspeeds the entire team, barring the Mega Beetle, so that's really nice. I can Stone Edge everything. He's pretty weak to rock. I can Flamethrower the Katana and knock it out in one hit. I don't need Fire Blast. It also does, you know, some damage to Steelix. I can weaken that if he decides to bring it. Steelix was a huge annoyance in one of my mocks. Excuse me. It's also the only mock it came to, and that was before I changed my team again. So, you know, yeah, this thing is just Mega Beetle and get up rocks occasionally. I had Toxic initially, excuse me, for the Gastron, as that is a pretty good switch into Aerodactyl, unless I am, you know, Super Sonic Sky Strike, which you will obviously immediately see that I'm not. But I needed rocks, and I changed some things on my team, which you will see later on, that made it so I didn't need it, and I felt like rocks would be more important. Just break potential slashes, get chip damage off on, you know, the Togekiss most importantly probably, and just generally damage Mega Beetle of course as well. So yeah, that is Aerodactyl. That's what it does. That's what it do. It's yeah, outspeeds stuff and kills stuff and takes hits. It's pretty much that. Roost is there just for longevity, as I can roost up on certain things. If he goes for like a poison jab on Mega Beetle instead of U-turn, sorry, then I can just, you know, roost on the U-turn and then take it on it afterwards, and that's all fine. Also, it still does a ton to Infernape, which is really cool. It allows me to scout that set a little bit. Yeah. Next up, we have Azura, the top of Finny with the leftovers Misty Surge, Moonblast, Nature's Madness, Taunt, and Defog. Minus HP, 172 Defense, 84 Spit Def, and a Calm Nature. I don't remember what that was for. That had a really good reason. I don't know what it was, so I'm sorry. I genuinely don't know what that was for. I think it was for Gudra Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure, so I don't get too killed by that. And have kind of a pseudo switch into that. But I don't remember. But yeah, I had Surf over Moonblast on my first set, but I realized Moonblast is just a lot more useful. The reason I had Surf was to, you know, kill Infernape and just deal with that a little more reliably, but I think I have enough ways of checking that and dealing with it overall, so yeah. Finny is just there to be fat and help with Infernape, help with Gudra, help with Gastrodon and Steelix, pretty much. Also Togekiss to some extent, but I'm expecting that to have some speed, as I can't spare any, so I don't have speed. And yeah, so this thing gives me kind of a pivot into Infernape. Obviously Gong Shot is a brutal move and it murders me depending on his set. Just straight to it kills me if he's Life Orb, for example. But we'll see how that goes. Defog 4 is out support and Aerodactyl support, and that's pretty self-explanatory. It's just Finny, it does what it does this week. And then we have a little bit of 8s for everyone. We have Tiana Jirachi with the Occa Berry for the Infernape, Serene Grace, Heart Stamp, Toxic, Wish, Protect, because I love everyone. Max HP, 156 defense, 100 speed with a Jolly Nature, and the thing is just there to be a bit of a cunt, essentially. But also it deals with a lot of things. Mega Beetle can't 2 kill me, I'm pretty sure. Unless he's adamant, which he can afford because Aerodactyl would outspeed it. So that's the thing. And I would usually speed creep that if I was offensive Aerodactyl, which does have a really good matchup against him. So I don't think he can afford to do that. I don't think it would be a smart decision. Yeah, Toxic and Hot Stamp allows me to like beat everything. And with the Occa Berry, I can take a hit from Infernape. I can either get huge damage off, or if he's already weakened, I can kill him. Or you just put him in range for defensive Aerodactyl, Stone Edge, that kind of thing. If he needs Moonblast. So basically, this is a kind of a semi-bait for Infernape in that sense. And his team is really Psychic weak. Barring Steelix and Katana, he doesn't have anything else that can take Psychic moves or wants to take Psychic moves. And those two don't want to take it, and Necrozma of course. But I can Toxic Necrozma, I can flinch it down and Wish Protect on it, so that's cool. Katana and Steelix are both a little bit problematic for this set. Obviously I can't touch him. If his Steelix doesn't have lefties or Rocky Helmet, I guess I can try to flinch it down. I probably will if I feel like I need to. But yeah, Katana just comes in and doesn't care about anything I do, but I have Wish, so I can pass into Zard and just kind of go from there and have that be a counter. And yeah, if he's like Scarf Katana, I can actually like stall it out, because Heart Stem, unlike Ironhead, has like 40 PP, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 40 PP, so like I can just stall things out. Except, as well as the Gastro, this is another way of dealing with Gastro. I can just Toxic it, Hot Stamp it down, and just be a cunt, essentially. So yeah, this is just a bit of a bitch set. Speed Toad, Speed Togekiss, as well as Gudra. Hopefully the Tokus won't T with me. That would be unfortunate. And yeah, that's Jirachi. So, in the last slot, I initially had Superior, though. After my mock with Mono, he was like, "Don't bring that. It's stupid. It has a bad matchup." I was like, "Yeah, it does. It really has a bad matchup between Mega Beedrill and Infernape, Tokus, and Gudra. Not a good matchup." However, Gastron was a problem to my team, so I kind of wanted something that can deal with that. I have options. I have Glalie, which can freeze dry it, so that's, you know, in theory that's an option to kill it. I have my Seismitoad, which can kind of deal with it, can Toxic, it can run Grass on and do some damage to it, weaken it down a little bit. I also had the option of bringing, I guess, Medicham to just kind of plow through it, but then Necrozma walls that. And I think that's about it. Yeah, so ultimately I decided that Rotom was going to be the set. This was suggested by by Mono, not by Jack. That's my opponent. Didn't suggest anything to me. Yeah, Mono suggested the set, and it's actually really good against him. That is Scott Rotom with the leftovers Hex, Toxic, Sub, Pain Split. So a little bit more 8s, 146 HP, 180 special attack, 170 speed, timid. This HP investment allows me to not have my sub broken by an Air Slash from Togekiss, which is pretty nice. And this set is just kind of really annoying. He does not have a single Ghost Resist on his team, so I can just spam Hex. And I know I have Misty Terrain. You don't have to tell me in the comments. I do have 2 Toxic users with Misty Terrain. I am aware. I will hopefully not have Misty Terrain up at the most inopportune times. We'll see how that goes. It's obviously a bit of a risk on my end, but I'll take it. You know, I can fucks with it. And I will hopefully not take Toxic on a Misty Terrain, as I did in one of my mocks. It's like, not smart at all. Like, I don't know, I'm stupid sometimes. Anyway, yeah, Rotom is just really nice, as I can Toxic Degatch, I can sub up on it, I can Pain Split on it, and that kind of thing, and just kind of annoy the fuck out of him. I would speed almost everything, barring the Electivire and then Infernape, Katana, Mega Beedrill, of course, but I think I have those covered. And Rotom just kind of helps with the rest. Not having Electric Stab for Togekiss is obviously annoying, but I can Toxic it, I can Hex, and then just kind of wear it down 1v1. And if he is uninvested Air Slash, then I just 110% beat it, and there's nothing he can do. So that is the team. I think it's a pretty good one. I feel a little weird about this matchup. I used to feel really good, and the more I looked at it, I kind of felt weird. But you know, we'll see how it goes. I think Scarf Doggy is gonna put in some work, hopefully. And yeah, this team. Tell me what you think of your team in the comments down below. Think of the matchup and whatnot. And hopefully we can go 3-1 and maybe, just maybe, get to number 1 off the table. That'd be really cool. So, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, leave some news. I will appreciate all 3 of those, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.